everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren O'Quinn, host of Trajectory on Location. And joining me right now is Lou Messing, Vice President at SAIC. Welcome, Lou. How are you?
Hey, thanks, Lauren. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you here. So, we have too much data. Analysts are drowning. How do we throw them a lifeline?
Yeah, the availability of open source and commercial GEOINT data has just been going crazy. Everything seems to be geospatially referenced these days, which is great if you're a GEOINT analyst, but makes it a real challenge to figure out how to onboard a lot of that data and then make it usable against your particular mission thread. Luckily, there are a few lifelines that can be used. First is taking repeatable tasks and some of the computational horsepower required and using machines to solve some of those problems through robotic process automation or AI/ML type techniques. These are things that are available today. They're working and they're becoming more and more mature. Second is outsourcing some of the more data intensive, unclassified pieces of work to industry using data as a service or analytics factories.
So how do we operationalize this data for analysts?
Yeah, so operationalizing data really means how do we make this data available and usable as analysts are working to make judgments about the world. SAIC likes to look at this as inverting the 80-20 rule, allowing analysts to spend 80% of their time creating new intelligence and spending a lot less time curating data or trying to figure out how to use data.
Makes sense. Where do you see the role of analytics and the analyst in the next 5 years?
Right, so this data problem is just going to continue to get harder and harder. I think we need to really flip the whole paradigm and figure out how to get data working for the analysts rather than analysts being quite so beholden to the data. We're looking at strategies to try and bring data in faster. Really, it's an index everything type framework. We're using a database called Accumulo and a data management layer called Coverse that really helps us to take all of that data, bring it in and index it in near real time, which prevents the analyst from having to sort of wait on that more traditional extract, transform, load pipeline before the data can be made available to them.
That's great, interesting stuff. Lou, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you so much for stopping by the studio here at the GEOINT Symposium.
Thanks, Lauren.